Greetings, yogis.
So you will need to set yourself up as you would in class with a couple of blocks, also with a strap of some description. And we'll start our practice coming to our back. And just to begin, just to roll over to one side, both knees bent, and then extend the top leg out. I don't know if you can see there or not, but I have it placed on a block at the lowest level. And then from here, I'm going to extend my bottom leg out, so make any physical adjustments you need to extend that leg, and then press the top palm into the bottom palm. If you need to prop up your head at all, prop your head up with probably a blanket or something a lot softer than these hard cork blocks. And then as you breathe in, create a big arc with the hand along the floor and open through the shoulders. So to begin with, we're just creating a nice long stretch in our spine. It's not necessarily the aim here to press the left shoulder blade into the floor, but we are working that shoulder blade down towards the floor. And just take a few breaths here. Come out of the pose, we're going to sweep the arm back overhead, join the palms together. Bend the knees, draw the knees in towards the chest. And as we're still warming into practice, just make a few circles with your knees one way, and then draw them in the other way. And you would typically roll over on your mat to cover side B. However, so that I'm still facing the front of the camera, I'm just going to flip my body. Again, my block is placed just in front of me so that when I extend my leg, I rest my inner ankle on that block. And then either keep the knee bent or extend that bottom leg out. And then sweep the top arm over in a big arc to let that hand settle on the ground. So your arms are extended at shoulder level. Make any adjustments to your shoulders so that your spine feels supported. There's definitely a deep twist. So find what feels right in your body. And then just breathe into the pose, taking 4 to 6 breaths here. Come out of that pose, breathe out, paint that big arc above the head again, bring the hands back, bend the knees, draw the knees in towards the chest. And again, just add some light movement, creating circles around the hips. Make our way all the way up to all fours. So set yourself up by placing the blocks at the top of your mat, shoulder width apart. We're coming into an elevated cat-cow. So bring your hands to the blocks, take your knees, stack them below your hips. Then as you breathe in, draw the belly towards the mat. As you breathe out, press and round through the spine. Keep drawing the navel up towards your spine. Chin tucks in towards your chest. Breathe in, belly floats forward, so front body is opening, back body is contracting. Draw the shoulder blades onto the back. And then as you breathe out, press, draw away, round through the spine. And take 3 more here in your own breath. Coming back to neutral spine. Press the right heel away from you. Extend through your right leg. And you may need to just adjust the blocks a little so that the wrists are stacked below the shoulders, sorry. Take a few breaths here and notice on each exhale that you are drawing or having a feeling of drawing your navel back and up to activate and tone the core a little bit. Keep pressing out through the heel of the foot, and then on your next exhalation with the abdomen lifted back and up, begin to lift through that right leg. Keep pressing the toes down away from you. Keep lifting and drawing the ribs up, and then extend through the left arm. Find a single point focus to balance on just in front of you. Keep working the navel up. Keep pressing the ribs up and back. And really use that single point focus to help with your balance. We're taking 3, 2, 1, and then lowering all the way. Just move through a couple of cycles of cat-cow. Keeping the actions of movement strong and intentional. Keeping the flow, moving with breath. And take 1 more cycle before moving into a neutral spine. Again, alignment. Knees are stacked below the hips, shoulders below, or hands below the shoulders, and press out now through the left foot. Press the heel of the left foot down towards the mat. Feel the kneecap lift and thigh engage. And again, check back in with your breath. So that each exhale, we have a feeling of activating and toning the core here to help with spine stability and our balance. On your next exhale, draw your navel up and back. Create that activation through the abdomen. And then lift the leg just off the ground. Toes are pressing down towards the mat. Ribs are lifting up, toning your abdomen, which means lifting that up and back. And then finding a single point focus on the floor in front of you. Inhale, extend the right arm out. We're breathing normally here. And we're holding for 3, 2, lowering everything back towards the mat. 2 rounds of cat-cow here. Last round. Moving back into a neutral spine here. We're now creating the shape of half moon pose on our knees. So extend or press back through the left heel. Roll onto the inner edge of the right foot and then press the foot down into the mat. Make any adjustments to the left leg, and then as you inhale, start to lift the arm up towards the ceiling. And adjust your gaze here. So if you're feeling slightly imbalanced, try looking down towards the hand, slightly in front of the hand, or keep the gaze straight ahead. We're holding for 3, 2, 1. Bring the right hand back down to the block. Lift and press back through the heel so the hips are now again square with the mat. And then lower that knee to the ground. Setting up now on the opposite side. So extend through your left leg. Keep pressing the heel away from you. And then as you breathe in, roll the inner edge of the left foot down towards the mat and then press the foot in entirety down into the mat. Readjust that balancing right leg. Press down through your right hand and slowly begin to open up through the chest. Again, play around with the gaze once the left arm is extended. Either look down towards the right hand or straight ahead. And bring your awareness to your natural breath. Slowly make your way back down, drawing your hand back down to the left block. Square the hips back off, push out through your left heel. Lower that knee back down. Let scaffold or build on from that, pressing out through the right leg. Roll over onto the inner edge of the right foot. Make any adjustments to the left supporting knee. And then draw the shoulder out over the wrist so that your upper body weight is slightly forward. Prop up onto your right fingertips and begin to open the hips up and out. So this is quite a strong balance pose. Either stay and play around with this, or the potential option of opening the right arm up. Keep working the hips over. Keep drawing the abdomen back, toning through your navel, drawing your ribs back. We're staying for 3, 2, 1. Lower the hand down. Lower the inner edge of the right foot down. Roll back over so the hips are now facing the front of the mat, and draw the knee back in. Let's take it to side B. Press out through the left foot. Realign the right knee and then roll the inner edge of the left foot down. Draw the body weight over the shoulder and the wrist. Prop up on your left fingertips and then lift and extend the left leg out. When you feel a sense of balance, keep reminding yourself to draw your navel back, draw your ribs back, and then perhaps play around with opening the pose up. So an important thing to remember here about balance is that you will fluctuate. There will be movements back and forth, trying to find that center point of balance. And that's okay. Actually, if you can find a chair, you can just prop your foot up on that and you'll be completely balanced. We're holding for 3, 2, 1. Slowly lowering the hand all the way back to the block, squaring the hips back, drawing the foot back to the ground and the knee back to the ground. Tuck your toes under, hover your knees just off the mat, push back to downward facing dog. And we're working our heels down to or towards the mat. Feeling a nice stretch all the way down the back body, from the heels all the way up the back of the legs. And again, from the sit bones all the way down, extending through the fingers. Take one more breath here. Breathing in, look forward between your hands. Breathing out, step or walk to the top of your mat. Place your blocks at the highest level. Inhale, halfway lift. Extend from the crown of your head out through your tailbone. Keep your core lifting, keep your ribs lifting up. As you exhale, fold forward, press down through the feet, rise all the way up. Fingertips draw towards the ceiling, exhale, hands come to heart. And now we're just working, as it's a strong balance pose, let's work on our balance in tree pose to start with. So press down through the feet. In fact, the feet are stacked below the hips. Draw your toes up, press down through the big toe mound, little toe mound and the heel of your foot, and then place the toes gently back down the ground. Lift your right heel, turn your right leg out, and press the heel of your right foot in towards the left inner ankle, and draw your hands to your heart. So keep drawing everything towards the midline, including this left hip. So squeeze the left hip in, feel the hips even out. Keep reminding yourself of the importance of toning through your abdomen and finding a spot as a single point focus for your balance practice. Stay here or work the foot to the inner calf. Again, same principles apply, so keep on pressing everything towards the midline, including this left hip. Notice the natural fluctuations, and it's okay that we are not completely balanced. Be gentle with yourself, be patient with yourself. Take 2 more breaths here. Release the leg. Release any tension by making any movement that supports you. And then set yourself up for side B. So we're lifting the left heel up this time, externally rotating that leg so that the left heel comes to the inner right ankle. And then hug everything in towards the midline. Draw that right hip in towards the midline. Zip up your abdomen, meaning feel some engagement here as you draw it back and up. And then find a point to focus on. Focusing in. You might like to play around with lifting that foot up to the inner calf. keep drawing all your attention in towards the midline. We're holding for 2 more breaths. And slowly lower. Release any tension. And face the top of your mat, if you weren't already. Okay. Inhale, sweep the arms all the way up. As you exhale, draw the hands back towards the heart. Inhale, big sweep of the arms, taking them all the way up. As you exhale, float your body forward, coming into half forward fold. Step your right foot back. Lower your heel to the ground and draw the block just to the outer left ankle. Press your hand down into the ankle. And just as we did on our knees, we're opening the right shoulder up. Open out through the chest, keep working the chest. And then extend the right arm all the way to the ceiling. Hand floats back down. Arm comes down alongside your right side body. Step the back foot in slightly, maybe halfway, and draw the block now about a foot in front of you, out towards the pinky side of your foot. So press the hand down into the block, draw your shoulder out over your wrist, and as you do, simultaneously straighten through your left knee as you begin to lift the right leg from the floor. Let's try that one more time. So, body weight comes forward, shoulder comes over your wrists. Simultaneously, we are still moving forward while straightening through the left knee and extending the right leg back. Open through the chest. Keep the gaze centered and focused, and then play around with the right arm extending all the way up. Slowly lower. Bend through the front knee. Lower the back foot to the mat. Bring the block back. Straighten through the front leg. And lift the arm all the way to the ceiling. And if this is too much of a stretch for you here, you can bring the hand up the leg. Slowly bring the hands back down to the blocks. Lift through the back heel. Step the back foot forward to meet the front. Inhale, halfway lift. As you breathe out, exhale, lower, fold forward. Press down through the feet and rise all the way up. Sweeping the arms all the way up towards the ceiling. Breathing out, hands return to heart. So let's try that on side B. Breathing in, sweep the arms up. As you breathe out, fold forward. Big breath in, halfway lift. As you breathe out, step the right foot back. Lower the heel to the ground. Walk the block back to the outer edge of your ankle. And then begin to peel and open through the chest. So that the chest is really moving towards the left-hand side. And then open up the arm. Again, find a position for your head that feels comfortable. Staying here for one more breath. And then drawing your arm down alongside your waist. Step the back foot in halfway. Take your block and move it a foot in front of your foot, out towards the pinky side of your foot. You may need to play around with the distance. So, here are the 3 or 4 tips. You want your body weight moving forward, shoulder moving over wrist, Keep moving the body weight forward as you simultaneously straighten through your standing leg or the right leg and lifting the back leg. Lower the back heel. Let's take that one more time. So body weight floats forward, shoulder floats out over the wrist, press down through the foot, simultaneously straighten through the right leg as your left leg begins to lift. And take your right leg extension to where it feels comfortable. Keep working the ribs in. Keep exploring the work of the abdomen and the support in the spine. When you feel balanced, begin to open the chest up. Extend that top arm up. Arm comes down, bend through the front knee as you lower the back foot down to the ground. Bring that front block back and then extend through the right leg and lift up through the left arm. And again, you can use your legs to support you in triangle pose. So if the block seems a little too far away, bring your weight up the leg. We're holding for 3 breaths. Lower the hand, bend through the front knee, frame the blocks, lift through the back heel. Place your blocks now down on the lowest level and press back to downward facing dog. Last downward dog of the practice. Take 3 breaths here. Lower your knees to the ground. Draw your feet together. Take your knees wide apart. Draw your sit bones back towards the heels and lower your head towards the floor. Stay here for as long as you need to unwind. You might like to finish your practice this evening just by playing some music in the background, grabbing an eye pillow or something to place over your eyes and just giving yourself 5 minutes of rest before you get back into whatever